I am your teacher Joanne, your teacher in science for grade 4. And I am here for our new lesson. Are you ready now? Now I want you to get your ball pen and your activity sheets for week 7. I want you to listen carefully and do the activities that I will ask you to do.
Today we will be discussing the effects of sun on human activities. But before that, let us listen to a song entitled You Are My Sunshine. If you know the song, you can sing along too. The song tells us that sunshine makes people happy. What about you? Do you love sunshine too? Does sunshine make you happy also? Now let's play guessing game. Are you familiar with the game 4 pigs in 1 word? Now we're gonna play that game today. Look at the first set of pictures. What do you think is the word? Beach. That's correct. What about the next set of pictures? It's giving out bright light. What do you think is the word? The word is shining. Did you get it right? Good job. Let's try another one. It's taking a packed meal to be eaten outdoor. Can you guess the word? That's correct. The word is picnic. Now, what did you notice with the set of pictures shown to you? They all have something to do with sun, right? And if we are to recall the previous lesson, what is considered again as a primary source of heat and light? Yes, sun. Now look at the picture. It shows a mother and a baby under the sun. Have you seen anyone in the neighborhood doing this? What do you think is the reason why the baby is exposed to sunshine early in the morning? Doctors advise mothers to take their babies under early morning sun because the sun helps in producing vitamin D if exposed to the right amount of sunlight. There is a substance under the skin that changes into vitamin D, which is needed in proper development of bones and teeth. Babies need enough sunlight, just enough to maintain a healthy level of vitamin D without letting the skin burn. After going through our lesson, you are expected to describe the effects of sun to human activities. I have here pictures of some activities and try to get the activities being shown. What are these activities? Harvesting and drying of crops and grains. And these are examples of activities that are done with the presence of sunlight. Now, this activity is best done during sunny day because heat given off by the sun is enough for the clothes to get dry fast. You no longer need to use dryer of your washing machine when sun shines very, very hot. What is this activity? That's right, doing the laundry or washing and drying of clothes. Now let's have another set of pictures. Can you also tell what activities are being shown? Going to the beach and playing outdoor games are just some examples of what kind of activities. Good job! These are just some examples of recreational or outdoor activities. Recreational is any activity done for enjoyment. Let's have another set of pictures. Can you also tell what activities are being shown here? Good job! It's fishing and drying of fish. So what have you observed in the picture shown? All these pictures are done with the presence of sunlight. Now we will be doing an activity. But before that, let us learn first the meaning of two important words that we will be using later. First word is beneficial. Try to study how the word beneficial is used in a sentence. The medicine is useful to the patient, so it is beneficial. Sometimes, kids, there are other words in the same sentence that can help us tell the meaning of a word that is not familiar to us. Can you find another word in the sentence that could mean beneficial? That's right. The word is useful. So beneficial means useful. The next word is harmful. Now let's see how the word harmful is used in a sentence. Smoking is bad for one's health, so it is harmful. What do you think is the word that could also mean harmful? You got it right. The word is bad. Harmful means bad. Beneficial and harmful are examples of antonyms. Antonyms are words having opposite meaning. So what is our pair of antonyms here? We have the word beneficial and harmful. Since you already have an idea what beneficial and harmful mean, if you have your paper with you, it will be better if you will be writing your answers. Now, think of some beneficial and harmful effects of sun's heat and light to living things. Some effects of sun can both be beneficial and harmful. Let us first discuss the beneficial effects of sun. Sun helps humans and animals see. During daytime, we can see each other. We can see our path because the light given off by the sun is bright enough for us. Farmers and fishermen use sun's heat in drying crops and fishes. Sun also helps plants in making their own food in a process called photosynthesis. They store the food in their leaves and the energy flows to the animals that eat their leaves. Sun is also used for disinfection and sterilization. Disinfection is the process of cleaning something in order to destroy bacteria and viruses. Sometimes disinfection can be done using cleaning chemicals like chlorines. But remember that disinfection can be done also by simply putting the thing under the sun. Sterilization is making something free from bacteria and viruses too. Without spending much, we can make use of the sun for COVID-19 prevention. So, should we spend much to disinfect our things? Remember that sun is free and very effective. In other words, sun is very useful in the prevention of coronavirus. Sun also gives vitamin D for the development of healthy bones. It can also help us dry our clothes and is used for food preservation. Aside from the benefits mentioned, here is an additional information. Do you know that sunlight can help some depressed people too? Sunlight treats seasonal depression in certain people with SAD, or seasonal affective disorder. Being in the sun can make some people feel better and relieved from stress. It increases level of serotonin, which is also called happiness hormone, which can make us calm and alert. And it is said that serotonin levels are highest during summer. Of course, moderate sunlight is advised. So it was mentioned earlier that effects of sun can both be harmful and beneficial. So we will be discussing now some harmful effects of sun, and try to tell what the harmful effect is being shown in the picture. The skin gets red and painful due to overexposure to sunlight. Have you ever experienced this? When you stay too long under the sun, it can cause sunburn. And some people suffer even worse. Not just changes in the skin color, but skin cancer, because also of overexposure to sunlight. Too much exposure can cause skin changes, sunburn, skin cancer to some, and can cause early aging. So how do we protect ourselves from getting sunburn? You got it right. We need to apply sunblock lotion. This is caused by looking directly at the sun, which can be very dangerous because it can damage the eyes. Some even experience temporary blindness. Looking directly at the sun can damage the eyes or can cause eye injuries. Is there something that we can do to protect our eyes? What can we use to protect our eyes? Good job! We can use sunglasses. Sun can also cause heat stroke. This illness results in a body temperature greater than 40 degrees Celsius. And symptoms include dry and hot red skin, dizziness, headache, vomiting, rapid heart rate, and remember that this can be very fatal. How can this be avoided? Look for a shade if possible and have always water with you. And do not stay for too long under the sun. To avoid staying long under the sun, we need to look for some shade. And that is when trees become very important. So our value for the day is caring for the environment. And one way to do that is by planting trees. How do trees help us? Aside from preventing flood and helping filter the air, trees can also provide shade. It will protect not just people, but even animals too, from too much heat of the
sun.
Look at this. Too much perspiration can make you lose too much water caused by overexposure to sun. And this is called dehydration. What should be done then so one won't get dehydrated? Good idea. Drink plenty of water. How many glasses of water do we need to drink in a day? That's right. If you can do more than that, then that's better. Now look at your activity sheets. Let's try to do this activity. Identify the effects of the sun as beneficial or harmful. Okay. The first one is it helps animals to see. Where should it go? That's right. What about the next one? Heat stroke. Beneficial or harmful? You got it right. It should go to the column for harmful. What about sunburn? Correct. Harmful. What about used for disinfection? You got it right. That is another beneficial effect of the sun. Let's go to the next one. Helps wounds heal. Should it go to beneficial, harmful effect? Correct. It's beneficial. What about can dry clothes? Beneficial too. The next one is skin cancer. Another harmful effect of the sun. It can damage the eyes. Yes, it should go to the harmful group. What about giving vitamin D? That's right, it should go to the beneficial group. Causing heat rashes is also another harmful effect of sun. So, with all those beneficial and harmful effects of sun, people plan their activities. They plan as to when is the best time to do recreational activities like going to beaches, going to the park, and traveling to places. And how can people protect their skin from getting sunburn? Of course, using sunblock lotion will help in protecting our skin. So to sum up, here are the effects of sun to human activities. People can do laundry and dry clothes. Fishermen can do fishing and dry fish. Farmers can harvest their crops and dry them. Kids can play outdoor games and do other recreational activities. And of course, last but not least, people use sun in disinfection and sterilization. Before we go further, let us first reflect on the effects of sun to human activities. So what are the effects of sun to human activities? Can you name them again? Of course, farmers can harvest their crops and grains and dry them. Fishermen can do fishing and dry their fish too. Humans can do lots of activities like playing outdoor games, go for a picnic, go to the beach, and travel. Now using your activity sheets again, let's try to answer this activity. Choose the best answer and write only the letter of the correct answer on your paper. Number 1. One Saturday, you went swimming with your friends in the nearby river. You noticed that your skin was reddish. What was the harmful effect of the sun's heat to your skin? What do you think is the answer? That's right, sunburn. Number 2. What would be the probable effect if your eyes were exposed to the heat of the sun? What could be the answer? That's right, vision would be impaired. Third number. When the intense heat is received on the Earth's surface and there is no rainfall at all, what would be its effect on the environment? What do you think is the answer? Yes, soil would harden, crack, and plant would die. Next question. Norma placed her rose plant outside her house before she left for Manila for 2 weeks. When she arrived, she noticed that her plant has withered. What could have caused the withering of her plant? What could be the answer? Yes, too much heat from the sun. Now for the last number. Ben brought his carabao to the farm. He left his animal under the sun the whole day. What would likely be the harmful effect of heat on his animal? That is right, his carabao would get sick. So, for your additional activity, using again your activity sheet, try to answer this. And here is what you'll do. Read the sentences below and put a check mark opposite the sentence if it is a good practice, and cross mark if it is not a good practice. This is all for today. I hope you learned something from me. Here's Teacher Joanne saying thank you and see you again in our next lesson.